I want to be right, but because it's a mystery novel, please prove me wrong. I'm nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm nervous to be doing my first 24-hour readathon. I feel like this is the most appropriate time to do this. It's the beginning of the new year. It's 2024. I really don't know what to expect. I know I'm gonna be staying up late. I've seen so many people do this in many different ways. There's people who have done option A, which is reading for 24 hours straight. Option B, people who will start their timer every time that they read all the way up until when their timer reaches 24 hours. Or option C, people who read for 12 hours straight, take a break, and then read for another 12 hours straight. In order for me to set myself up for success, I feel like I'm going to be going with option B, which is starting my timer every single time that I read all the way up until when my timer reaches 24 hours. Does that make sense? Are you with me? I decided to not do an audiobook for this 24-hour readathon. I'm just going to be reading off my Kindle or off of an actual book. I really do want to try and read for as long as I can, but I'm a sleepy girl, okay? Things that I'm going to be concerned about. 1, my timer restarting itself. I would be so annoyed. I would be so annoyed if my timer restarted. Second thing is, what if I don't even finish a book? What if I just keep falling asleep? I'm not a very fast reader between you and I. I'm the type of reader that will go back and reread some parts just to make sure I'm understanding it correctly. I don't want to struggle too much. I want to actually enjoy this process. I'm curious to see how many books I'm going to be able to finish. I'll tell you exactly which book I will start with in the next clip, but for now, wish me luck. Now that I have my pajamas on, I'm like, is this a good idea that I started this at night? Probably not, but I'm ready. Here we go. Right now it is 7:43. The game plan is to start with a thriller, but as soon as I saw this book, I was really excited. If you are a crime junkie fan, Ashley Flowers wrote a novel. What? I had no idea that she was an author. I mean, she probably is an author in some way, but I didn't know that she wrote a book, and this is a thriller book, something along the lines of someone going missing. The timer starts now. If it's a good idea reading a thriller at this time right now. No, it's a good idea in a sense of me executing my plan to stay up because I'm not going to be able to sleep, but not a good idea because I'm scared. I'm just going to stand here while I'm standing. This book has 2 timelines. There was a child that went missing and that got murdered in 1994. And in the present day timeline in 2019, a friend of the child that went missing went back into that town. And as she was back in that town, another girl goes missing and is murdered. So she's trying to find a connection between these 2 murders. She's a journalist. That's where we are right now. Okay, I thought that I heard footsteps, but it was just me. I'm scaring myself. Oh my gosh, here, come closer. This is the time. Timer. I would say that the book has been quite a page turner so far. There hasn't been a lull. Every single chapter it has been really interesting. What happens when you make your assumption at this part of the book and you feel strongly that you're right? I want to be right, but because it's a mystery novel, please prove me wrong. Oh, I'm not right. I'm partially right. Okay. I'm kind kind of sad at how it ended. The book was really well written. It really does help that Ashley Flowers is a true crime podcast host. The way that the story portrays what a family would go through during a missing child case or a missing person case, dealing with law enforcement, dealing with the media, going with your hunches on who you think the suspect is. Yeah, I would recommend reading All Good People here. Let me think on it and then let me get back on what book I'm gonna read next. I have officially decided on what book I'm going to read next. I'm going to read Carrie Soto is Back. There's 384 pages on that one. I feel like that's doable. And I've heard such good things about the book, so why not? If not now, when? I almost hit the reset button. Holy shit. I have been reading Carrie Soto is Back. This is following a retired tennis player who is now coming back from retirement because someone else has beat her record. From where we are in the book, it's just kind of taking us back into her past, her upbringing, and how she was coached by her dad. So it's really interesting so far. I do like the Netflix show Breaking Point, so it's kind of like that. You know, you kind of feel the intensity during the sets and the matches, so it's cool. I don't think I'm ever doing this ever again. I look tired. I feel tired. Whose fucking car is... If you hear that car in the background, I'm sorry, but I'm not refilming this. Time is of the essence in 24-hour readathons. I have read 14 hours already. Right now it is currently 8:15, so I've pretty much have already dedicated 24 hours into this entire video, but have only read for 14 hours of it. Part of the time when I wasn't reading was when I was asleep, so I would say that that's actually really good. I would describe this experience to be like a roller coaster of emotions, because at times I'm like really excited to be just like really immersed in the book with no breaks and just trying to get as much reading as I can in one sitting. But then at the same time I'm like, can I give up? Because I no one's forcing me to do this. But no, I'm already 57% into the book, so I might as well just keep going. Maybe we can even get a third book in. What? I don't know. No promises. Honestly, set your expectations very low. Ooh, hello? Okay, we are back home. I realize I have been mistaken. I've been saying that I'm doing a 24-hour readathon, but that's not an accurate depiction of what is actually going on right now, because if I was actually reading for 24 hours, there wouldn't be any breaks. And because life is happening, errands, work, eating, all of that, I'm not reading for 24 hours straight. So I'm back home. We went on a run this morning. Eddie had a haircut. We had coffee, ate. But during that time, I did bring my phone with me, and I ended up choosing the Mindfuck series for my next book. So the Mindfuck series is following an FBI agent who is currently on a case trying to identify a serial killer. He then meets a girl who ends up dating her, and she happens to be the serial killer. I think there's only like 182 pages, so I figured with the time left that I have... Oh, okay, we're already at 20 hours. And right now it is 1:27, so I think I can finish a third book. That's exciting. That is so exciting. I'm gonna read a little bit more. Maybe I should shower, because we did go on a run and I feel icky. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. I realized that I never updated you after I read Carrie Soto is Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid yesterday. I'll tell you, I was in tears in bed last night. I could not put the book down. I'm really shocked. I know that everyone who has read this book has pretty much had the same sentiment, and I get it, because I didn't feel like I would feel this engaged reading a tennis book. Like, what makes someone want to write a tennis novel? Because that must be so hard to write. I was on the edge of my seat, and just like everyone said, Carrie Soto is not like a character that I would typically root for. She is arrogant. She can be rude, but I get it, man. And I wish I was a little bit more like her, because she backs it up. Like, there's a reason why she's the way that she is. It was really captivating the way that the author wrote the character, the matches, the character development. Loved it. I loved it. So I told you that I'm currently reading the Mindfuck series. As soon as I'm finished getting ready here, I'm gonna jump back into it and hopefully read for the last 4 hours of this. I really don't think that I did this 24-hour reading challenge properly. I don't care. There you go. I'm embodying Carrie Soto. Preparing dinner. It's frozen pizza. I'm 78% into the book now. I feel confident that I'm gonna finish this by the 24th hour. I really do feel like it. We only have, I think, an hour and a half left. I think I can finish this book in an hour and a half. We're 22 hours. Oh my gosh, I'm so close. I can't believe I'm about to finish 3 books in the span of 24 hours. I got another one. I only have, I think, 10 more pages left of the book. I only have 42 minutes left of this 24-hour reading challenge. So I just finished The Risk by S.T. Abbey. I would say that that was like 120 pages, so it was like such an easy read. Yeah, pretty good. I would say like 3 stars. I know I haven't been reading all the books that I've been reading for this video, but that one I would say like 3 stars. But I think I have to go on because it's so easy. What do I do now that I've finished 3 books in this video? I could continue another book. What can I do in 42 minutes? I think I'm just gonna read One for My Enemy by Olivia Blake because I'm already 50% into the book. I might as well inch closer into finishing it. Why not? I already forgot what happened in this book, but all right, starting it again. Final time. We have reached 24 hours officially, and I'm really shocked that I've timed something for this long. That to me already is a record in itself. I've never used a timer for this long, let alone read and track that for 24 hours. I was reading One for My Enemy by Olivia Blake. Earlier, I think I started at 51%. Honestly, I haven't read this book in so long that I forgot what happened. So I ended up having to go back a few pages, a few chapters in fact, so I only got up to 53%. And after reading this again, I have officially decided I'm DNFing this book because there's nothing there for me. I thought the potential of the book is so good, the premise of a Romeo and Juliet retelling, but it's just something about the writing that it makes it so hard for me to stay engaged. It's just not for me, babes. It's not for me. Would I do this again? I don't know. I would try to find a way on how I would do this video better, but I did have a really great time just challenging myself and seeing how much I could actually read in a 24-hour time frame. It's interesting to see that I finished 3 books, so I'm really proud of myself. I'm gonna, I guess, just end this video here. Finish my wine, go to sleep, and read in peace without having to hit my timer because that was a lot. I had a really great time filming this video. I hope that you had a great time spending with me as well. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one. Please make sure that you like and subscribe. Bye!